This video is off the bike and it's about what I'm doing in my normal life. I work as a funeral director here in Cyprus. It's the middle of summer, it's hot, and at the moment I'm quite busy. So the bike stuff has to be put aside, and like most of us, we have to work for a living. I have my friend Loki here today with me. Say hello, Loki. I'm babysitting Loki for 10 days. She's a good little girl and she's going to keep me company today. Today I'm going to the Limassol hospital to get a document stamped, and then I've got to run to Nicosia, which is about an hour's drive from Limassol. I've now got to the Limassol hospital, and this is my friend Albina, and always she makes me the nicest coffee in Cyprus. And now on the way to Nicosia, as you can see, this is Limassol. It's, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's very hazy. It's this humid, dusty atmosphere, and it's kind of in the mid 30s, like 35 degrees. It's hot, so you just have to slow down a bit, take your time, because it does kind of grind you down gradually throughout the day. Today is a full day of work, so is tomorrow. I've got a funeral to attend to tomorrow, and also a funeral on Saturday morning. So in between this, I try and get all the logistics of the bike tour in place. Also training. Yesterday I managed to get some time, did 1,000 meters up in a mountain, so I believe I think I'm physically fit enough to do this challenge now anyway. You just have to push it more during the few days, the few weeks up to the run, just to build your body up. But basically, things are kind of falling into place. I do enjoy doing this, to be honest. It's a bit of a challenge. The whole thing, building the whole thing, the marketing, the promotion, the planning, the training, it all kind of builds up and comes together at the end. Here I am in Nicosia. This is the funeral home where I work from. Today we've got 2 funerals that we're doing later in the afternoon, and I'll also be preparing the ones that I'm attending to tomorrow and Saturday. Good girl, good girl, good girl, come here. We've dropped the hearse off at the petrol station this morning to tank it up for tomorrow and get it all cleaned up. And next to the petrol station is an amazing bakery called Troodos. All bakeries in Cyprus, to be honest, are pretty top standard. Basically, the end of June in Nicosia is like living inside an oven. It's just absolutely stifling hot. It's just when you breathe in and out, it's hot air. A bit different than Limassol. Limassol's hot, but it's humid as well, which makes it even worse. Here it is, Troodos. and the petrol station. Hi, you okay? Good. That really is an amazing bakery. Now to go and collect the hearse. And there it is, all nice and shiny. It really is so hot here today. You cannot get in any car without air conditioning. It's a must. You've got to have air conditioning. Back in the funeral home now. It's quite busy here today. There's a lot of families here in the chapel doing what we call a viewing. So I'm just in one of the back offices and I'm just going to eat my rice and spinach. Loki! I got the hearse back to Limassol, so I've got back home now. My missus picked me up from a funeral home there in the centre of Limassol. Picked me up, brought me home, and then of course the first job you have to do is feed the cats, walk the dogs. There's Mr. Max and there's Loki again. So feed the dogs, walk the dogs, feed the cats, and then I'm just going to freshen up and go down the road for a pint. These are my favourite ladies. Hello. The most refreshing part of the day, and I'm sitting with my friend Tim.
Hi Lee, alright?
And Bob.
Welcome to the pub, mate. And Lee.
This is Dimitri. Hello. And this is the Russian quiz night. It's now Friday morning, and me and Mike, we're going to attending a funeral. Mike's going to read the eulogy because he went to school and I didn't.
He could read it.
For a great lady, we are here to celebrate her life. To her husband,
that is the end of the funeral service. It's the 30th of June. It's stifling hot here in the cemetery, the British cemetery in Limassol. It's the humidity that makes you sweat, especially when you're wearing a suit. just to give you a look around here. This is a big cemetery and it's mainly full of British people. I'm going to go back into the centre of Limassol now, drop Mike off, and then I've got some other funeral work to do this afternoon, and then the weekend is up on us. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. I've got another job to do in a different funeral home in Limassol. It's absolutely scorcho right now. It must be, I don't know, it's probably 35, but it's 100% humidity. It's just sweltering hot. This is the St Nicholas area of Limassol, and there is the old St Nicholas church. Back home, and it's time to go to the pub again for a nice refreshment.
Begins.
Alright, a rarity.
Yeah, this is the best part of the day. Saturday morning, back to it, another funeral. This week seems just like a routine of funeral, pub, funeral, pub, funeral, pub. And that's what it's going to be today. Again, we're at the Church of St Nicholas. It's right in the heart of Limassol. It's one of the older churches in Limassol. Okay, we're now on the way to the cemetery. It's still bloody hot. I'm with my friend Wayne, my good friend Wayne Eves.
Hi there, hi.
He's helping today because the lady that's passed away is a friend, the daughter is a good friend of ours, so Wayne's come to help today.
So, first time I've gone with Lee in his car, and it's a privilege to be able to do this last journey with Marina's mum.
In the Orthodox funerals, we have what's called a paragoria after the service and the burial, and we have bread, halloumi, olives, water and wine. And this outside is the biggest cemetery in Limassol, the biggest Orthodox cemetery in Limassol, and it's called Svalanjotisa Cemetery. Over there is the Agios Cosmos Church, and the church over there is the Maronite Church. The cemetery cats, they come here to get fed the halloumi, and you can see they're all staying in the shade.
Hello.
That's what we're saying. We couldn't do if we
I'm just trying out the transport here that Lee's providing.
Hello.
I wasn't quite sure what to do when the time comes for me, but actually it's quite a nice ride in here, so I'm okay with this. Very nice service. It's a lovely family. Nice send off for Artemis, and yeah, it's just a nice day. Absolutely roasting though, isn't it, Lee?
Yeah, it's like an oven.
Absolutely
Do
scorching
you want
up.
to lie down in the back?
I could have a lie down. Actually, I nearly ended up in the back because I left my door open going around the roundabout. So luckily I wasn't laying next door to her. But yeah, it's a nice send off for a lovely person. So that's good.
You're in the vlog. You're in the vlog.
Brilliant, thank you.
The latest vlog. She is back into bowling sport.
Oh yes, give him the 50 cents. I got shit. Give him the 50 cents. I got a fucking euro. Guy was...
We're back in the pub again. This is Julia. You saw her the other day. And as usual, funeral pub. It's now Sunday morning. I'm back on the bike with Sonka. This is our usual thing. We come out at the weekends together. But it's just nice to be back on the bike again. I go crazy if I'm not cycling. We're up in the village of Matacolone. It's 400 metres up in the mountains and it's nice and cool here. We're now leaving the village of Apsu.
Village of the Limassol hooligans.
The Limassol hooligans. I'm now in the UKCA club, of which I'm a proud member, and these are the guys here. So,
Cheers, Will.
Sunday afternoon, cheers.
Yamas.
Stini Yamas.
Yamas.
Halloumi.
It's a year.
Yeah, and if any British people live in Cyprus, get yourself as a member here at the UKCA club. Or anyone, of course. I'm not being racist.
or even nationalistic.